Hey college students, are you looking for a part-time job that works around your schedule, pays well, and gives you free money for college every year? McDonald's offers all of it. We can work around your schedule, and we give $2,500 scholarships to everyone who works for 3 months and averages 15 hours per week. That's 2 full shifts a week or 3 shifts of 5 hours. It's that easy. We've already given out more than $75,000 to students in North Dakota this year. Let us help you become the next scholarship recipient. Come join our team. Text ND29 to 38000 to apply today.
You live life on the move. While you determine what direction that may be, we're here to help along the way. So go. Go with values. Go with friends. Go with support. Go with convenience.
Would like to welcome everybody in tonight to the NSAA volleyball matchup here at Gratian Gymnasium between Valley City State University and the Dickinson State University Blue Hawks. Coming into the matchup tonight, Valley City State comes in at 17-4 overall and a 5-1 record in the conference, coming fresh off of 2 straight wins in which they did not lose a set. They defeated number 15th ranked Bellevue on the road and also defeated Dakota State in straight sets on the road. Dickinson State comes in at 1-17 overall and 1-5 in the conference. So we'll get started here in about 2 minutes. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be right back. thank you for tuning in tonight. If you didn't catch the short pregame show, we're now about ready for the first serve and the start of the match. Conference matchup and North Star play tonight between Valley City State and Dickinson State University. Valley City coming in hot, 6 straight sets won, 2 straight matches won. Coming on the road at Bellevue University, number 15 in the country. And at Dakota State, who's been a formidable opponent over the past few years. Dickinson comes in dropping their last two. Last win came 3 matches ago at home against Waldorf. Valley City comes in at 17-4, 5-1 in conference. Dickinson State comes in at 1-17, 1-5 in conference. Games to watch tonight as we get going. Bailey Nelson leading the Vikings in kills. As that'll be 1 to start. And Danielle Hagler, the first kill of this one for the Vikings. That will also be in, so kills traded here to start. That one from Abigail Suter, junior middle hitter from Union City, Tennessee. And diving, but not quite reaching at that time, was Hagler. So Dickinson State goes up 2-1 here early. Serves away from Moser. And she'll come forward to dig it out. Tipped at the line. And the players, Dickinson State, will reset. And that one will go through the hands of the blocker. And that will be Danielle Hegler with another kill. And there was Bailey Nelson, but that one just catches the top tape of the net. Dickinson will go up 3-2 here early. Back to serve, Hayden Henschel, outside hitter senior from Helena, Montana. Her serves away. Hanson keeps it up, and now a tip. Not successful, or at the end of the day, it is a miscommunication from the Dickinson State. Well, from the Dickinson State, everyone, for that matter. Everybody else thought the next person had it, and it just drops right in the middle of the floor safely. So 3-3, we're tied here. Dickinson is going to send that one way long and lose that point. That was Micaiah Albright. She's a junior from Bozeman, Montana. Push, no good. Dickinson able to keep it up. 3-ball just gets it over. And another bit of a miscue that time. Looked like that time Henschel was running for it. She got it hit back overhead towards the court to an area where nobody was. She was the last one to fill that space. It was vacant. It's a Viking point. Kill that time from Lexi Puev. So we got a close one here early, honestly. Dickinson playing relatively well. Could be up here early if it wasn't for just a couple of miscues. A little bit of sloppy play, but they are hanging tight here through the first 9 points. And that one hit really hard, and it goes up off of Henschel. who did get initial contact to it straight up in the air, but it went up so high it hit off the rafters up in the top of Gratian Gymnasium, which aren't quite as high as some other gymnasiums. It's a lower hanging roof. There's batting cages up on the side of the court, but not overhead of the court. And that one's going to go through the hands of the Blue Hawk. That'll be a kill for Emma Lucas, the sophomore outside hitter from Argusville, North Dakota. Put the Vikings up by 3 here in the first set. And straight through the white jerseys that time. Another kill for Lexi Puev. Some changes made on both sides. Dickinson back to serve. There's Joanna Fleckenstein in and serving, and that one's going to fall in front of her diving. Nothing she could do about it. It was tipped right at the net. The attempt from Moser couldn't finish the point, but it's back alive. Dickinson with another shot. They go for the push. No good. Rally continues. Both teams getting a little bit creative. Another attempt from Moser, and she's blocked. That was Sadie Hansen that got, I believe, both hands to it. That should be a full block for her. She was the one that got all of it. Perfect form, perfectly backed down right over the net. Viking point to go up 9-5 here in the first set. And another Viking kill. Danielle Hagler. Making it look easy. Sophomore middle blocker from Cando, North Dakota. And an ace that time. It's Marty Scutchings, excuse me. Senior from Kelvington, Saskatchewan. And she keeps that one alive as well. A great job. Blocked by the Blue Hawks, but Valley City State keeps it going. And that one hit out wide from Moser. And a timeout going to be taken by Dickinson State, head coach Shara Houston. So with VCSU up 12-5 here in the first set, we'll be right back. Well, we're back here in Gratian Gymnasium. Vikings leading the Blue Hawks 12-5. And Scutchings with another serve. It's her third in a row here. Vikings have been on a bit of a streak. And that one's set up for the middle header, and she kills it. That was Brooklyn Wiley. Junior middle blocker from Columbus, Montana. Hitting that one. Didn't care who was in front of her. Straight through the hands of the blocking attempt from the Vikings. And stuffed at the net. Another contested ball at the net. Comes to the Blue Hawks. Moser is blocked. Don't know if that was Hansen or Hagler that got credit there, but it hit both hands of somebody. That's the second time in just a few points that Blue Hawks have tried to come down this left side, and Valley City has said no. Rejected them. There's another quality serve. Hanson back there now. And that one's popped right over. Valley City State going to be able to go right onto the offense. Great play, though. Keep that one up from Henschel. And actually looked down because the ball came flying over here, so I'm not quite sure who hit it, but I know that Dickinson State won the point. We are right up close and personal to the action. Henschel keeps that one up again. Moser has to realign her body, off-speed hit, and that is just in. Diving for it was Joanna Fleckenstein. A great effort from the freshman from Bismarck, North Dakota, is just out of reach, perfectly dropped in on the back line, right in the corner, the end line, and the sideline. And into the net that time, but able to keep it alive is Dickinson. Valley will have to just play it over, though, see if Dickinson State can use this and go on offense. They do. Valley able to keep it up momentarily, and as I said, it was close and personal. Running over here near the scorer's table was Marty Sketchings, but just, well, you can't run through the scorer's table. It's a little bit too big. Now, it's definitely close and personal. The ball comes over here a little bit too fast. There's nowhere to go. And really close, just long that time was the attempt from Puev. The Viking point from here, I actually thought it might have just caught that line, but I do not have the best angle. And Albright to serve. And that's definitely long. Just see it come off the hand a little bit of the side of the palm. Caught a little bit too much of it. Upward trajectory. And kill that time. Vikings again, right down the middle. Again. And this time it's Morgan Friggy, the sophomore outside hitter and middle blocker. She hit that one from the middle, though, from Edmore, North Dakota. And Puez gets it through the hands, but it stays in. Playable for Valley City, and a block at the net. But the ball is blocked out. Ball landing wide of the sideline. That serve kept alive easily this time by Dickinson. He had some trouble against the serves from the Vikings so far, but that time they only kept it alive long enough for the kill to come through from Marty Sketchings. Perfectly struck ball straight diagonally through the court from one end of the net to the opposite corner. And 20-8 Vikings lead, and Puev blocked at the net. Couldn't tell if that was Sketchings or Friggy that got the block there. It's just so close to us, right in front of us. But it dropped safely in for another Viking point. They're playing extremely well at the net tonight, especially defensively. Hanson keeps that one up. Attempt is long that time. It was well set. And no, it's going to be called a tip. And it's going to be a Viking point. So you can credit, I believe that was Eden Foyer with the kill. Didn't see the change of trajectory, but I'm not the one right at the net, and that serve just stays alive. And blocked again, but Puev able to get down there and keep it up. Then the off-speed hit goes well wide for the Blue Hawks. So 23-8. Valley City well in control of this first set here. Serving again, Delaney Clark. Moser just has to pop that one over. Keeps that alive. It hits off the rafters again. This time a good job to adjust from Hayden Henschel. And Henschel does a great job to dig that one out. Puev blocked, keeps it alive. Dickinson fighting for their lives here in the set, but that one hits off a few hands and lands safely. Kill from Morgan Friggi. Really come on strong here in the middle in the last few minutes of this set. Say the last 8 points or so. And a big difference maker there in the middle of the net. And well dug out that time. That was Delaney Clark getting down there. Keeps the point alive for the Vikings. And Ospeed hit left just short that time by Coyer. Just couldn't quite get it over the net. It did look like Dickinson State somewhat saw it coming in the way that she jumped up. Just read it in her actions and was going to have that one covered. And then maybe try to get a little bit too perfect with it once she saw Dickinson's defense there, Big Coyer. But that one lands perfectly. And that will be the end of the first set. Valley City State takes the first set 25-9. Teams will switch sides and then we'll be right back to it. We'll be back here at Gratian Gymnasium. Valley taking the first one 25-9. Back in here at Gratian Gymnasium. Your Vikings leading 1-0, taking that first set by a score of 25-9. Vikings had 15 kills in that first set on 35 attempts. Dickinson had 7 kills on 37 attempts. Morgan Friggi led the Vikings with 5 kills on 5 attempts. Her percentage was 1,000 coming out of that set. Marty Sketchings had 2, Sadie Hansen had 2, Danielle Hegler had 2, Bailey Nelson had 2 kills as well. And Sadie Hansen had 12 assists to add along to the stat line, and we're back underway with a fresh slate here in this second set. And that one will fall and be a Viking point. So off to good start in this set, and I bet the one thing that the Vikings would say that they can do better in this set as opposed to the last one is start just a little bit better. And they're off to that start. That off-speed hit falls wide on the far side of the court. So back to serve again. And hitting it into the net, unfortunately, was Sadie Hansen. To the air there, but the Vikings still had 2-1 here early. Back to serve here is Mackenzie Moser. And blocked at the net once again. Danielle Hegler that time. Vikings have played well defensively at the net so far, especially, well, no especially, really at all three areas of the court. And that's called in. Really close there. The back line, Vikings will go up 4-1. And you have to get nitpicky really to find an area that they could do better in, but definitely just, well, they've been good attacking tonight, significantly better for sure in terms of the comparison, as that's really well dug out by Henschel. And that led to Dickinson State being able to win that point. Henschel able to get in, just get one hand underneath to pop that ball up. And if there's been a bright spot tonight, it's been Henschel being able to make some really nice digs there for Dickinson State. But man, this Valley just keeps dominating up front. And that one just mishit off the hand of Maddie Wall. Be another point for the Vikings, who feels like the set just started and you look up and they're already back to a 4-point lead. And that one's well taken. Brooklyn Wiley. From the middle over to the near side corner. Well struck ball. Point for the Blue Hawks, who are now back to serving. This is Taylor Fisher, the junior from Gillette, Wyoming. And the credit on that one is going to go to Morgan Nelson. Takes me a second every time. The Vikings are doing a really good job of rotating players in and off the court, and there's a lot of different numbers and personnel coming in, and they've all been successful tonight. But Morgan Nelson with the kill that time. And another one. Another successful attack at the net. And that time a kill for Marty Scutchings. And it's going to be a timeout taken by Dickinson State. Valley leads 8-3, already up 1-0. And we'll be right back here at Gratian Gymnasium. Serves away. And that one's going to be sent long from Willie. The build up to the point was good. The set was good. The attack was good. It was well timed on that last point. It just went long, and that one's going to be an ace. Gracie Schumacher. freshman setter from Linton, North Dakota. And the left-hander will serve again. That one handled a little bit better. It's a good dipping serve. And Friggy's attempt is going to be saved. Wow, great effort from the entire Dickinson State back line there. But it's going to go out on the third hit that gets over from the Blue Hawks. So a tough break is a great effort for multiple Blue Hawks. Ball lands about a foot out. Valley City State smartly letting it land out of bounds. And unfortunately, the bump from Bailey Nelson just fell. It looked like it was going over, and it fell just in front of the net. So miscommunication there from Friggy and Nelson. But room to spare for the Vikings as they still lead by 7. Good, low, firm serve that dug out. Give that kill to Bailey Nelson again. The senior from Argusville will come out of the game, but a really impactful, I guess there would be rotation, really impactful set of points there for her. Illegal hit in the back corner there on the far side from the Blue Hawks. It'll be another point for the Vikings. Now lead by 9 and another good defensive play at the net. That time for Marty Sketchings again. Has played really well at the net tonight. She's had herself a really good day. And a really good adjustment in there. The set was just not on time for the leaping Emma Lucas, but she made a really good play out of it to instead go with the off-speed hit over to the sideline, and it found a lot of open floor. And that puts the Vikings up by 11. And that's in. Very well struck ball from Mackenzie Moser that time. She was very involved in the first set, but just with Dickinson struggling to get this attack going here in the second set, just hadn't heard a lot of her name, but she does nicely there to gain the Blue Hawks a point. And that one is just demolished down by Friggy. Never a chance for anybody to get underneath that one. Right into the bench, it'll be wide and out. That was Moser who came up for it. Had the right idea, there was open space in the floor there, but just about a foot long with the attempt. The Valley leading 17-5 here, looking to make quick work of another set, but a really good dig. That time from the Blue Hawks. I'll get you the name here in a second. And it leads to a great opportunity, but it all came from Fernandez, Geraldine Fernandez, the freshman from Eagle Mountain, Utah. Great play to keep that serve alive right at the beginning of the point. Give the Blue Hawks that opportunity. Well blocked by the Blue Hawks there, but the Vikings were able to keep it alive, and that one was tipped. That was Marty Sketchings with the kill. It's felt that way tonight. Vikings have been the superior side in terms of play, but also just whenever there's, it looks like a hit goes long, it just gets called back for a tip, or there's an illegal hit from the Blue Hawks on their side. Something has happened where they can't even squeak out those little victories, which has just made it tougher, for sure. But that's going to be a point for the Blue Hawks. Micaiah Albright. She'll get credit for that kill. 7th Dickinson point of the set. Back to serve is Moser. And another Viking point from the middle, where they've converted at an extremely high rate tonight. That was Danielle Hagler again. And that's long if it wasn't tipped. And it was not. There was a Viking player in the back that was about ready to hit that ball, but last second, the warnings of her teammates caused her to somehow get out of the way. Not sure how. There till the very last second. Well dug out by Moser there. And the attempt is going to go long, but was it tipped? Yes, it was. Give credit on the kill to Maddie Wall, junior from Glendive, Montana. Vikings still comfortably ahead, 20-8, here in set 2, after being victorious in the first set. A really good dig on the serve, but the Vikings will ultimately not be able to do much with it. They just popped it back over, and Blue Hawks took advantage. But that was Bailey Nelson who was able to get to the serve in the first place. A nice play right here in front of us in the booth. Another good serve, but Sketching's able to get to it. And Dickinson State going on a little run here. Another good serve. Bailey Nelson dove for it, but couldn't get it up. And Hayden Henschel will serve again. Been on a little run here, 20-11. They've cut it to single digits here. And Bailey Nelson blocked, but the block is going to fall well wide. It'll be a point for the Vikings. And the run continues. Micaiah Albright will get credit for that one. But even with Dickinson State's little run here, Valley City State 4 points away from claiming this set, still with a sizable lead. It's the benefit of starting a set hot. Built up a big lead before Dickinson took these few points. That one blocked on the far side. Another good play defensively at the net. It looked like that was Morgan Nelson, Jr. Got up to that one. Also from Argusville, North Dakota. Serve tips off the net, but gets over. Blocked at the net that time. And then confusion from Dickinson. It was Morgan Friggi who blocked the shot, or blocked the attempt, excuse me, but Dickinson did get to it, and then just another miscommunication. Couldn't tell if it was a poor pass in the middle or just a good pass that nobody wanted to get on the other end of. So a late sub into the match is Brooke Anderson for the Vikings. Out of Rugby, North Dakota. And she gets to the first play, gets in on the action. And then that one is put long, it looked like, by Gracie Schumacher that time. Hit hard by Morgan Friggi, and it hits off of the arms of a Blue Hawk defender attempting to get in the way, but it flies very quickly all the way to the back wall. And the Vikings with set point here. They lead 24-13. So set point times 11. And Mosher's attempt stopped. It was well struck, but now the Vikings on offense, and that block attempt is going to fly well wide. And Benet Frank finishes it, the freshman from Jamestown, North Dakota. And we'll switch sides again. Vikings victorious in this set, 25-13, up 2 sets to none. And looking to win this one in straight sets, which would be their 3rd consecutive match won in straight sets. Hopefully I didn't just put the broadcaster's jinx on them, but we'll be right back here for the 3rd set. And we're back and underway here in the 3rd set. Set off by a nice dig on the serve. That was Emma Lucas who got on the other end of it, but it doesn't matter as Dickinson State able to take the first point of the set. Just looking back at the last set. As we'll read those stats off here in just a second. That one sent long, but was it tipped? Yes, it was. Hitting that one for Dickinson before it was tipped as it was heading out of play. It was Lexi Puev. In that 2nd set for the Vikings, leading the way with 7 kills, Morgan Friggy. as that one will sail long. The Vikings get on the board here in the third set. Bailey Nelson had 4, Danielle Hagler had 4, and Marty Sketchings also had 4. In terms of kills, Sadie Hansen had 7 assists, and Gracie Schumacher had 6. Leading the way with digs was Delaney Clark with 7. For Dickinson State, the lead in kills was tied at 3 by Brooklyn Willie, Mackenzie Moser, and Lexi Puev. 12 assists to Bailey Pierce. And the lead for Diggs was 8 with Hayden Hinchell. And Dickinson hitting the ground running just a little bit better here in this set. That was really what did them in. Last set was the Vikings just got off to such a big lead that even though Dickinson had a run where they won, I believe, 5 of 6 points right there in the middle, could have been a big swing, it just wasn't enough because the Vikings had built up a 9 or 10 point lead early in the second set. And Moser serves. And killed well that time, Marty Sketchings. Perfectly hit and perfectly placed. And a quality attack all around from the Vikings. The timing was just right. And that one's gonna be Friggy again. Have yourself a night. A different style that time. Didn't go with the power. Just kind of poked it down. And there's an ace. As Moser dove, couldn't get to it. Of Delaney Clark serving. She had a good string of serves earlier as well. And another kill, Bailey Nelson that time. Now the Vikings going on a run of their own. They're up by 5 now in this third and possibly decisive set. It's off the top of the net that time, but well played by the Vikings. And Bailey Nelson's gonna get another kill. Quick late substitution. Maddie Wall will check in. And almost comes up with a great off-speed hit that time, and then she does get up and make another great play. Spiking that one down. See if the Blue Hawks can run with some of that momentum. She really got in there for the 1 point, but made a big impact. They're coming out. And there's Bailey Nelson once again. Blue Hawks cannot get that serve back over. Serving that one for the Vikings was Ellie Rush, the sophomore from Sisters, Oregon. So everybody getting in on the action tonight. Everybody getting their name in the stat sheet. I'm sure Coach Micklejohn loves that. And just long, but was it tipped? Yes, it was. I believe that was Bailey Piercy who hit that one. Couldn't quite tell through a few bodies that were in the way, but it would make sense. A hit coming from that deep would be from the setter. Deep serve creates some trouble. And the initial hit just too long. It floated back over the net, and it was easily dealt with from Brooklyn Willie. Buffs hanging around closer in this set, keeping it at 10-5. This is the point last set where they were down by a great deal more, and when they went on a run around this time, it was inconsequential. So maybe this time they can go on that run. There's a really nice push to the back. With another good play from Bailey Piercy, who's really starting to get in on the action. From the attacking standpoint, at least that is. Definitely had her fair share of touches, but now getting a few of her own kills. And another good play by Willie at the net that time. Struck the ball powerfully down while defending. And it brings the Blue Hawks back within 3 points here in the third set, just trying to stay alive. And that one is destroyed by Bailey Nelson. Nobody had a chance to get that one back up in the air. That one was heading down fast. So point Vikings. And back to serving. This one comes from Hannah Whelan. And that serve is going to go long. And that one works over the net. And finally, I'm sure Dickinson State feels like some luck goes our way. As Joanna Fleckenstein will get credit with the ace, but I'm sure she won't want to hit that serve quite that low again. Another well-hit serve, low but not as low, gets over nicely. Dickinson State able to just keep it alive. Valley goes on the offense, and it takes a deflection to the net, diving, making a good attempt at it. It was Bailey Davidson, it looked like, in the back, but just couldn't quite get to it with the change of direction. Vikings, 12-9 lead, serving. Good low serve, dug out though. Moser off-speed hit to the back corner that looked like it was in. Yes, the call is in. How to get creative? This set was just a little bit quick. It was not hit with touch, but Moser able to make a really good adjustment in the air. And that one is hit well. That was Morgan Nelson. Now the team's trading points. 13-10 is the score. Sadie Hansen serving again. And right after Dickinson got their stroke of luck with a serve hitting off the top tape of the net, Valley now gets theirs. Coming soaring in for Dickinson was Fernandez, but just couldn't quite get it. A great effort. Hansen gets credit with the ace. And is that wide? It was tipped. Dipping serve, well handled. And Valley's having to tip it over. And it will end up wide coming over here to the scorer's table. Just 3 frantic attempts to get it back over as they kept hitting it back into the net. Dickinson serving, trailing by 2. And that one was tipped at the net, right? Yes, it was. A credit to Kill to Marty Sketchings. Also had herself a pretty good night. Serve was going to be really close whether he's in or out. Right choice to play it from the Dickinson State player. And served off a player and hit off a player and off the back wall. Bailey Nelson, good strong attempt, gets her the kill. 16-12, Valley City leads. Casey Richter serving. And another good defensive play at the net. That one looked like Nelson as well over there. That was Morgan Nelson, though, I think. And we'll have a timeout taken here by Dickinson. Valley City leads 17-12 here in the third and possibly final set. We'll find out here in the next few minutes. We'll be right back. Really nice play to keep that ball alive. That was Richter. And another good play from the middle. It's not a surprise anymore. There was a mixture of bodies. I couldn't see who got it in the middle as they were weaving in and out. But it was either Sadie Strohe or Morgan Nelson. Moser just has to play the third one over. Valley able to go on the offense. And that time it definitely was Sadie Strohe as the freshman from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota gets on the board with the kill. If she didn't the point before. Good low serve. That one served into the bench area. Really good job to keep it alive. That was Riley Kogelschak. And that one's going to be just long. Looked like that was Bailey Nelson who got it. Struck it well. About a foot long on the end line. Again, Dickinson just having to play the third one over. And Valley can go on the offense again, and Strohan gets another shot, but sends that one long right into the student section. Dickinson gets a much-needed point. It's kind of it's almost a morale booster. I mean, it's tough when the other team gets to 20, and you still haven't reached 15, but 20 to 13 or 19 to 14, just not having 20 against you just feels like a big deal, right? So a meaningful point, but they have to play another third one over. Valley able to go on offense once again, and Nelson's attempt blocked right back at the Vikings. And then it gets up and out. On the strong attempt from the middle. I say strong in terms of power. The shot was well wide. And Maddie Wall that time. And did that come off a hand or just the net? Just the net. The ball hit that one just a little bit too low. Once again, hit it well, but it hit the tape of the net and flew well sideways. Had to hit it really hard to end up going all the way out as she was standing in the middle of the court when she hit it. Kill that time, Micaiah Albright. Dickinson State just staying within striking distance, but only just. Vikings lead 21 to 15. slower dip and serve kept alive. Vikings are going to have to play it over kind of lazily. And it's called in. And yes, it almost looked like the Lions judge here on the near side overruled it, but not quite. Dickinson State did not like that call very much, but I am in no position to judge if it was right or wrong. And there's a serve that just hits off the top of the net and scoots over. It'll be an ace for Ellie Rush, sophomore out of Sisters, Oregon. Not her first time getting on the board. She's had a few shots tonight, and that one killed. And it looked like that was Morgan Friggy back into the game. Man, hear that one. And match point, going for the win in straight sets, is Valley City, but it will have to hold off one more point. Kaya Albright with another kill this set. But the Vikings still going for match point. They've got it times 7 right here. The 8-point lead. And Friggy tries to put an end to it, and she's blocked. Albright again. Really good string of points for Albright. They got more work to do, though, if the Blue Hawks want to get back into it. Gonna be a lot of points with a lot of pressure. All the Vikings need to do is get one. And they do. Bailey Nelson calls game. And the Vikings are victorious here in straight sets over the Blue Hawks. Valley City improves to 18-4 on the season, 6-1 in conference, as Dickinson State falls to 1-18 overall and 1-6 in conference. So we'd like to thank you for tuning in tonight. It was great to be with you. My name is Alec Denaria, and if you didn't hear, the Vikings are victorious once again. Give them another win in the column. 18 overall, 6 in conference, behind only Viterbo. And that'll be all from Gratian Gymnasium. Valley City takes the match in straight sets.